Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about one of the previous year questions, a JEE question asked from the chapter Electric Charges and Fields of Class 12 Physics. See, we have discussed about so many other questions, previous year questions, as well as we will be discussing so many questions asked from the same chapter, which will be available in the playlist. Okay, so let us read the question first. Two identical charged spheres suspended from a common point by two massless strings of length L are initially at a distance small letter d, which is very much less than that of the length of the string, then apart because of their mutual repulsion. So you see this yellow colored one, no, this is the string and this is another string. Suppose there is a charged sphere of charge q is here and there is another charged sphere of the same charge q is here. Initially they are at a distance small letter d. You see both are identical charge spheres, so both will be having the same nature of charges. Then there will be a force or repulsion between them. So there is a distance between them which is given as d, initial distance. Okay, now you see L is the length of the pendulum. Alright, now you see the charge begins to leak from both the spheres at a constant rate. As a result, charges approach each other with a velocity v. Suppose the charges are leaking out from this sphere as well as from this charge sphere. Then what happens? There will be definitely a force or repulsion between them. But that force or repulsion will be less. As time passes, the force or repulsion decreases. So what happens? They will be coming, this sphere will be moving in this direction, this sphere will be moving in this direction. Okay, and it is moving with the velocity v. Then, as a function of distance x between them, okay, that is at any instant of time, we can consider the distance between the two charged spheres as x. Okay, initial distance is small letter d, but when the charges begin to leak out from the spheres, then distance becomes x. Okay, let the distance be x for any instant of time. Then, what will be the correct option regarding? I mean, whether v will be proportional to x raised to minus 1 or v will be proportional to x raised to 1 by 2, etc. So, first of all, let us just mark the forces acting on each sphere. So, first I am considering this sphere. You see, there is a string. So, there will be a force of tension which is acting along this direction, along the string. Okay, now you see, we know that there is the weight of the sphere which will be equal to mg acting in the downward direction. Okay, now you see, x is the distance between these two spheres. Okay, so I just mark their midpoint. So from here to here the distance will be x by 2. From here to here the distance is x by 2. See, this distance will be equal to the length which is L. Okay, now you see there is a force or repulsion between these two spheres, no? So there will be a force or repulsion acting on this sphere due to this sphere. That is, this sphere will try to push this sphere away from it. So there will be a force of repulsion. I am taking it as Fe, electrostatic force or repulsion, acting on the first sphere due to the second sphere. So these three are the forces acting on this charged spheres. So now you see, now let us resolve these forces. Let us resolve this tension force. Okay, which is, which is not along the x-axis or not along the y-axis. So here I just considered this angle as theta. So if I draw a straight line here, what will be this angle? This angle also will be theta. Okay, that you might have learned from the mathematics. If this angle is theta, what about this angle? This angle will be 90 minus theta. Okay, now you see this force of tension T, this can be resolved into two components now. That is, it will have one x component and it will have one vertical component which is the y component. Alright, now you see, if this angle is 90 minus theta, then you see this angle is 90. Then you might have learned in mathematics like this, no? Something like z. If this angle is theta, this also will be theta. Similarly, if this angle is theta, this angle also will be theta. Now, if we find out, cos theta, suppose I am just joining this and forming a triangle here so that this angle becomes 90. This angle is theta. So, from this triangle, you can write cos theta is equal to adjacent side that is having a magnitude of tension T. Adjacent side of this is actually this vertical component of tension, no? So we want to find out that vertical component of tension. I am just drawing it like this, divided by hypotenuse, which is having a magnitude T. So what about this vertical component of tension? That will be T cos theta. So this will be T cos theta. Okay, similarly, if we find out sin theta here, sin theta is equal to opposite side, that is this side. Okay, divided by hypotenuse, which is having a magnitude T. So what about this side? This will be T sin theta. Okay, that is actually parallel to this, no, which is a horizontal component of this tension force. So this can be written as T sin theta. Now, at any instant, see this vertical component T cos theta, this will be equal to this one mg. And at any instant, this component T sin theta, this will be equal to this force of repulsion Fe. See, this is the force of repulsion between this charge sphere and this charge spheres. So that can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 from Coulomb's law. So Q into Q, Q square divided by, I just took the charge as Q. Okay, because both are identical charge spheres. So Q square divided by distance between them. At any instant, the distance between them is taken as x. See, small letter d is the initial distance between them. But after charges starting leaking out from each spheres, the distance between them changes. So at any instant of time, we are taking the distance as x. So here it is x square. Okay, so this can be written as T sin theta is equal to Fe. This 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 can be taken as k q square divided by x square. So you see, here I am taking this T cos theta is equal to mg as equation number 1 and T sin theta is equal to k q square by x square as equation number 2. Now I am just dividing this equation number 2 with equation number 1. So this will give T sin theta divided by T cos theta is equal to k q square by x square divided by m into g. Okay, so this becomes what? T cancelled. Sin theta divided by cos theta, which is tan theta. So tan theta, I am taking this mg to this side, that comes to the numerator. So mg tan theta is equal to k q square divided by x square. See, I am going to take this as equation number 3. Now, let us just consider, this triangle. See, it is a right angled triangle which is having an hypotenuse of magnitude t. Okay, so here if we find out tan theta, that is we are considering this triangle. If we find out tan theta, here we can write it as opposite side by adjacent side. See, this is theta, opposite side which is having a length x by 2 divided by adjacent side which is having a length L. Okay, so this will be equal to what? Multiplication with reciprocal, no? So this becomes x by 2L. So we are getting tan theta is equal to x by 2L. I am taking it as equation number 4. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to substitute this equation number 4 in equation number 3. That is mg tan theta. I am going to write this tan theta as x by 2L, which is equal to k q square divided by x square. Okay, if I am taking this x square to this side, that goes to the numerator. So this becomes mg x cube. Okay, if I am taking this k to this side, that comes to the denominator. So 2L is already there, k comes to the denominator. This will be equal to what? Q square. So you see, we got one such equation which is mg x cube divided by 12k is equal to q square. Or this can be written as q square is equal to mg x cube divided by 2lk. Okay, now what I am going to do is I am going to differentiate both the sides of this equation with respect to time. So that this becomes what? Derivative of q square is actually 2q with respect to time. So dq by dt, this is equal to mg by 12k constants. Okay, then x cube, derivative of x cube with respect to time. So 3x square, derivative of x cube is 3x square. Then with respect to time, so there will be 1 dx by dt term. Okay, that is, this can be written as 2q into dq by dt is equal to, okay, 2q into dq by dt is equal to 3mg divided by 2lk or 2kl into x square. What is this dx by dt? Dx by dt is the velocity, no? So that can be written as v. Okay. Now you see, from this equation, we have q square is equal to mg x cube by 2lk. So from this you can write q as square root of this, or mg x cube divided by 2lk all raised to 1 by 2. Either you can write it as square root of this term, or you can write like this. Now I am going to substitute the expression for q to this expression. So this becomes what? 2 into q. What is q? Mg x cube divided by 2lk all raised to 1 by 2. Okay, into dq by dt is equal to 3mg by 2kl or 2lk into x square into v. Okay, now you see, this can be written as what? So this can be written as 2 into, okay, see, mg all raised to 1 by 2 divided by 2kl or 2lk all raised to 1 by 2. I am writing this x cube all raised to 1 by 2 separate. So x cube all raised to 1 by 2 is what? X raised to 3 by 2. Okay, into dq by dt is equal to 3mg by 2kl into x square into v. Okay, so now you see, this side, that is left side of the equation, 2 is a constant, mg all raised to 1 by 2 is a constant, 2kl all raised to 1 by 2 is a constant. Okay, and see, in the question it is given that the charge leaks from both the spheres at a constant rate. So this dq by dt, this is also a constant. So you see, this term is a constant. Okay, this term is also a constant. And you see the right side of the equation, 3mg by 2kl, this term is also a constant. Okay, so you see, from this we can write x raised to 3 by 2. Okay, this will be proportional to x square into v. Suppose I am taking this x square to this side, that comes to the denominator. So x raised to 3 by 2 divided by x square is proportional to v. So here you can write x raised to 3 by 2 into, when we take this x square to the numerator, it becomes x raised to minus 2. This is proportional to v. Okay, x raised to m into x raised to n is x raised to m plus n. So x raised to 3 by 2 into x raised to minus 2 is what? X raised to 3 by 2 minus 2. Okay, which will be what? X raised to minus 1 by 2 is proportional to v, or you can write v is proportional to x raised to minus 1 by 2. So which one is the correct option? V is proportional to x raised to minus 1 by 2. This is the correct option. So you see, in this video we have discussed about one of the previous years JEE questions. All other questions also will be available from the playlist. So I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.